Hey, and welcome back to the Doom Custom Mod Showcase. This time we've got a level from a fellow member of the Doom WAD archive, specifically the Discord. His name is Duke Woos, and he wanted to get some feedback on it. It's called SmallTown.WAD, and it doesn't have a README file or other disclaimer info with it, but he does say that he's borrowed some textures from the Cages texture pack 2 and Nova 3, and he wanted to make sure that got shouted out, that there's some credit given there. He doesn't remember specifically which textures and where they each came from, but he was very I was actually quite inspired by just how concerned he was to make sure that he gave credit where it's due. That being said, he deserves some credit for this. I'm already just visually, this grabs me right away as someone who plays traditional Doom levels, with the way that the mound is built up here to the rubble around the bin. What do we have? We've got some grass. I don't have jump enabled. I always need to... oh crap. I always need to remember which computer I'm playing on, because the other computer I use mostly for building my levels, I have jump enabled. I heard that, I felt that. Sounds like a chain gunner in there. Can we just... I do like the feel of this. Oh, it's I'm not a fan of the invisible wall. Honestly, I'm not a fan of the invisible wall there. I'd like to be able to go down there and it can either terminate in some rubble or something, or I don't know, but just not an invisible wall. Anyway, so what have we got here? Ambush. Oh, apparently this is some kind of secret. Okay. Not a very secret, but I guess if we're intended to go around... That's it. You take that rock. If we're intended to go around one way and you don't come back this way, then I can get why that would count that as a secret, I guess. Anyway, we're going to do a quick save here. Oh boy. Let me guess, another invisible wall? Yup. Okay, so yeah, that's my first bit of feedback. I'm not a fan of the invisible walls. This wasn't designed by Obsidian. Well, in we go. Part of me really wonders how this would feel in Doom Retro, but I am also mindful that with the sloping textures, I don't know whether it would be compatible. Wow, I'm just failing. Oh, really? That was unnecessary. Okay, well... Sure, I saw it. Yeah, there he is. I'll take it. Get rid of him. There we go. I do like the pace of this. It's so far well balanced. It's got a nice... The monster level, it's got a nice classic feel to it. It's a space like this I'd be tempted to turn into some kind of small-scale slaughter. So it's good to see that he's obviously not so disposed. Oh dear, we're hurting. We are hurting. Would have helped if I could have grabbed the health. You just die straight off the bat. Something I'm curious about, given that this is a... Oi! Given that we're in a town situation, I do wonder if he's managed to resist the... It's not really a temptation, but if he's managed to do it in such a way that this doesn't just get lost. And I'm thinking of... not so much Doom 2 map 13, but... there was that one in Memento Mori that I can't remember which number it was now. It's fairly towards the end, like 26 or 27. With the big city with just cyber demons around every corner. And... the problem with the city maps is because they're so big and so open, while I'm not a fan of linear map design, you need some kind of guidance still as to, you know, where you're where you need to be looking. Otherwise you're just kind of dumped in this huge area and you're spoiled for choice as to where you go, and you tend to go in circles. So do you open? No. You're red, I assume, yes. A lot of effort has gone into this though, and I'm bloody astounded by it. I mean, aesthetically, I'm very happy with this. This is brilliant. Can we get down here? No. Looks like we can possibly get down the other side. Hit points. Many hit points. Oh. How are we for monsters? Right, we're already halfway through the body count then too. Find that the other, 30 monsters are cyber demons or something. And I'm saying 30, yes I know it said 50 odd, 45 odd, whatever, but we can hear some hit scanners, we can hear an imp, so we know that at least a handful of them are not going to be cyber demons. Where do I go? Do I interact with this over here? Nope, how am I for bullets? Okay, good. I was worried I'd wasted someone who picked up that box. We don't use that. We don't come down here. Ah! Yellow key. And of course we Tyson just like the man that we are. Scratch my nose. Okay. So you're one, I think yellow was this one across the way. No, it's not even worth trying to get that in fighting. What I will do though is save. But that's what I mean, is the key just tucked away back there? You've got to go looking, but I suppose it's kind of the point too. It's not hidden away too far, I guess. It's not the kind of thing I'm going to mark points for, but it also feels like, well, yeah, it's just kind of sitting there. I don't know. Well. Okay. This feels cool. Very Quake feel to it. Okay, this reminds me of something out of Void. I need to start getting into custom textures, I really do. There's some beautiful custom textures out there, and it seems that they're available for the entire world to use. I should be using them. Couch 100 times better than any couch I've ever designed. Almost Hexen feeling bookcase there. That's well done. Is that a custom texture? But it still feels really stark. Nothing there. Wait, nope. Okay, we got lucky there, nothing short of that. And we've got all the shells that we need. Grab you. We can't just jump out apparently. Because of reasons. I love the effort that's gone into this. I mean, the shrubs, the topiaries. I really dig this. And we're not swamped with buildings, we're not spoiled for choice here as to where we go. There's a building for each key. The only real hunting you've got to do is for the first key. And in doing that, the game has kind of set its own linearity because, well, yeah, you've got a first, second, third order. So, yeah, well executed. Okay, what do I need now? What do I need now? Ah, yes, in here. You're open. What teleports in? Where's the cyber? Well, quick save. Positive that didn't actually save. sure I'm about to regret that. Is it saving? Okay, it must just be the messages are off then because of F8 being my fraps key. Whoa! Right. Okay. I wonder if this is meant to be part of a MegaWAD? Because otherwise we've got a lot of low tier monsters for a standalone map. Okay. That's fucking cool! That's so cool! The only feedback I would give to this is whether it's worth doing, you know, 1 pixel sectors to get the arch of the wheel more. But otherwise, holy crap. Or even using you can use a curved bit there. Oh, that's the exit. Okay, well, if this is it, then the score's going to be up on the screen now. If when I click fire and we go to a new level, then well, we'll play that too. I really enjoyed that. Like I said, I was worried that it would have the swampy feeling of being stuck in a big city going nowhere, but no, that was well executed. You had your first, second, third order, and it was actually worth getting to that bit at the end. That car has, you know, some effort's gone into that. So we're gonna, you know, we're gonna see if there is another level. Nope. So we're gonna load our game. No. That one. So the other, the thumbnails from the other thumbnails there are from my own MegaWAD that I'm working on, which I did actually release as a link to something a while ago. I may or may not ever release that again. I may or may not ever finish it. Words. 1, 2. So I do get the impression that this is designed to be played without mouse look. See, we've got a garage door, we've got a neat car. So we can't get into it, but just look at the effort that's gone into that. The console, the way the textures have been aligned. Interesting use of the panel textures in there actually. And of course you've got your tail lights. Yeah, I'm suitably impressed. I think that was worth coming back to have a look at. Anyway, we're going to leave it at that, I reckon. Yeah, thank you Duke Woos for letting me have a run around in your map. Please keep making levels because holy crap, this is good. This is really cool and I hope to see more of your work in the future. But until whatever I play next, that's me. Cheers!